City of Waterbury currently has about 108,000 residents, and our topography is very hilly terrain here in the city.
Public safety here in Waterbury consists of 3 different agencies operating together in the city. It's the Public Works Department, the Fire Department, and the Police Department. We all utilize the same radio system.
Waterbury Fire Department has 9 stations, 8 engines, 1 rescue engine, 3 ladder trucks, and 2 battalions, 1 battalion and a deputy chief. We cover approximately 28 square miles of area, and the department is about 122 currently sworn members, a total of 137 personnel.
The challenges we faced going into a new system was our legacy system was old and aging, wasn't working the way it should be. Our topography here in the city, there's a lot of hills, a lot of trees. We were working off of 2 towers at the time with our old system. We didn't have the coverage that we would like to have.
In the fire service, I would say the radios probably take as much or more beating than any other piece of equipment. You know, certainly when you put an axe through a roof, that's extreme, but the axe is made to do that. The radios are used every day, every call, all the time. They experience extreme heat conditions. They experience extreme dirt, soot, different combustible byproducts conditions, and obviously they get very wet. Here in Connecticut, you also have extreme temperatures. We, in the summer, have days 90 and over 100 degrees, and in the winter, sub-zero is not uncommon. So you have pretty drastic temperature extremes as well.
So prior to the upgrade of the digital system, our officers had substantial problems with coverage here in the city on the old analog radio system. There were specific buildings, even in the downtown area here, close to police headquarters, that there was very limited coverage in. We had some coverage issues out at some of the major schools that are populated heavily in the city. This obviously provided some issues with officer safety and officers' ability to communicate real-time information back to headquarters and other responding units.
As a past E.F. Johnson customer since 1999, we were lucky enough to have a trunked simulcast system, which enabled us to have all our agencies on one system. We had police, fire, public works, all utilizing the same system, the same channels, worked flawlessly with us throughout the past 15 years. So when we upgraded, we were looking for that same type of system. And E.F. Johnson had developed a P25 trunk simulcast system, so we were very interested in that. That was one of our major decision makers for going forward, was that simulcast trunk system.
First of all, we ordered high visibility green for our firefighters. We felt that provided some safety features in that you can spot it in a dark and burning building more easily if they were to drop it. Second, the firefighters, they like the voice enunciation that we programmed into the portables. When you're crawling around a burning building, you don't have to look at the knob to turn it. It tells you what channel you're on, so you don't accidentally go to a different channel when you're talking with the command. They also like the ruggedized knobs. It's kind of hard to turn a knob with a gloved hand, the other knobs that we previously had. Also, the emergency button on the speaker mics is a nice feature. It's a lot easier to grab with a gloved hand again instead of reaching into your pocket for your radio.
The single most important thing of this radio system for me is the fact that we're all on the same platform now. You know, we've moved into the newest technology available out there, and I think we've provided our officers and all the employees, the public safety employees in the City of Waterbury using the radio system, the best possible product that's available right now. The switch over to the new P25 digital radio system has provided us much better coverage in the city. We can now provide officers areas of coverage in downtown buildings and basements, in some of the major schools and outskirts of the city that weren't available in the past. It's a better quality sounding system, and the officers, now that they've gotten used to the nomenclature, the new equipment, and the new system, I think have a substantial amount of faith in it. Well, I think having a more robust radio system here just provides a stronger level of officer safety, a better ability for officers to communicate real-time information, and that in turn allows us to provide a better service to our citizens here in Waterbury.
I certainly would recommend E.F. Johnson, and the number one thing I would say is reliability and customer service. The customer service is the best I've seen on any vendor I've ever dealt with here in the city.
I would have to say the single biggest highlight of the new radio system has been the reliability of the system. It has proven once again that a solid system was delivered by E.F. Johnson. It has continued to work flawlessly since being completed and signed off on, and we're very impressed with it. I would definitely recommend E.F. Johnson to anybody out there if looking for a great radio system with a great company.